The administrator of the Coalition Provisional Authority, or his designees, may grant exceptions to the above guidance on a case-by-case basis. Coalition Provisional Authority Order Number 1, 16 May, 2003. Sunday evening, 23 November 2003.
I'd like to, but I can't. I'm not a detective.
Nidal stares at his brother-in-law as if he's never seen him before.
So, what are you?
You know as well as anybody. You work for the police, and they call you inspector. What else am I supposed to think? Worked. Past tense. And it wasn't like that. I sat at a desk. I did paperwork and filing. I read reports about investigations. Then I read the informers' reports they were based on. Then I wrote my own reports and filed them alongside all the other reports.
Do I have to draft a report for you?
Look, sorry. Let me think about it.
Nidal looks down into his teacup, then across the room at the place on the wall where the picture of the great leader used to hang. Muhsin al-Khafaji waves the chai over and orders another tea. Around them, pairs of men sit at low wooden tables, sipping tea, smoking and staying up late like they do on any other Ramadan night. Some roll dice and slap backgammon pieces back and forth. In one corner, old men play cards. Their faces show no emotion, just intensity. Small piles of bills sit in the middle of one table. Nidal watches the men playing their game. Khafaji watches Nidal's stiff profile until the man begins to sob and heave. Khafaji claps a hand on his massive shoulder. After a while, Nidal leans back in his chair and wipes his eyes with a thick peasant hand. Only now does Khafaji notice that Nidal isn't wearing his gold cross. They used to tease him about it all the time. Now it was gone. Khafaji was going to cry too if they didn't change the subject.
Okay, I'll help you. But tell me again, from the beginning.
One night last week, Susan didn't come back from work.
And now Maha sits at home and cries all the time.
She's going out of her mind. You hear stories and you imagine the worst. After everything that's happened, we were thinking we would leave. But now we can't.
Why didn't you tell me when it happened?
Because we don't know what happened, and we still don't. She just hasn't come home, is all we know.
When was this?
Thursday.
Anyone call?
Hmm?
Anyone call asking for money, telling you to meet them somewhere? Did you contact anyone else?
Nidal grabs Khafaji's arm and raises his voice.
Brother, who the hell are we going to call? You're the only police we know.
I quit. And anyway, there's no police now.
You're the one with all the connections in the party.
That was years ago. And there's no party now.
So all we're left with is you, I guess.
Khafaji struggles to look optimistic. He mumbles,
I can try to help.
He clears his throat and starts over.
Tell me the rest again.
The third time he tells it, Nidal's story is still threadbare. A few broken strands tied in a knot. Susan graduated in August from Mustan Sirya University, Institute of Management and Administration. Wanted to study programming but ended up studying finance. The family had met a few of her friends from the university, but didn't know much about who they were or how to contact them. After graduation, Susan started working. As a consultant, she said, helped out with the household expenses, especially since Nidal's job vanished. She worked for a professor at the university.
It's a good job. Susan even had a driver to pick her up every morning and drop her every evening.
Write down any of the names you know. Classmates, teachers, anything. I'll see what I can find.
Nidal pulls out a piece of paper and starts to write. An argument erupts at the card table in the back. The entire cafe goes silent. Cups are spilled. Glass splinters on the ground.